Oh, well, hello everybody, and we're back at Peter Kiewit Institute. We're going to start with a couple of people can be more different. We have Fillmore, a why a socialist and win. He says, if you're in for the fish, like a fish on the airplane, all that's left is chicken. You know, we have the chicken over this side about it. We have the chicken. He says the chicken this time is Hillary Clinton. He says Bernie Sanders can win. And one person will be more different. Milton Freeman are difference between capitalism and socialism. We start right now, because we're back at Peter Kiewit Institute at UNO. It's me, LH Music. So good to be back home, and we missed you a lot. Anyways, it's the LH Music Time Radio Show, and you know what that means. Kick the theme music, shall we? Let's do it. Hit it, Maestro. America's Most Classical Music Service is here. This is the LH Music Time Factor Radio Show. Time Factor. Oh, from Peter Kiewit Institute at UNO. It's me, LH Music, and Time Factor crew. And let's get started with our socialism. Nobody really knows what socialism means. And this brings came out socialism. It's sort of put your chalkboard like they did last Friday's Time Factor Radio Show. Just have to be more. So, if you've seen this television show, radio show on television or radio, and exact replica of the Oval Office. If you look at the marquee of the fireplace, it's exactly the same thing. It's a really different feel. That was the appropriate place. We have much more coming, reproducing the project doing the television set. It's a very feeling here. Appropriate for this time of the year where we are. It's going to sit behind that desk. It's right here. We are headed for a revolution. I don't think people really understand how close the revolution means. I talked about this before. I talked about this last week. Sitting over, if you find it last week's show. I don't really understand what is this, how close we are to a great revolution, and why, and why I'm spending so much time on the radio. It's not because I want a special favor to Ted Cruz or he's my friend, people golfing, any other reason. I never endorsed a candidate ever before in my entire life. So why would I do this? Because I believe we're headed for real trouble. Let me explain this. Why? Socialism, there are four categories. I put the candidates all in. The first one is the status quo. I would put those people, Hillary Clinton, Jeff Bush, on the Clinton central status quo. I would also argue with Rubio, John Kasich. Who else is having to raise this status quo? Chris Christie's out. Yeah, Rivera's out. So that's how it sums it up. The rest of them. Yeah. Rubio, Kasich, Hillary, and Bush. Those people would vote for that are the people who are they're totally fine with the economy the way it is. Their life is bad. They're not really involved in politics. They think things are going really well. They don't want to upset the apple cart. The real people that want these guys in are the people in Washington who are part of the establishment, the federal employees, and the banks, the people that are making tons of money off of this capitalism we have, this corrupt government. Status quo. This is only for the elites and the establishment. This is not happening in Iowa. Didn't happen in New Hampshire. People are voting for these guys. Okay? What they are voting for are the other two candidates. There's four candidates. Which one stands for? Socialism is the next category. This next one is Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, Bilderberg, yeah. All three of these candidates cover socialism, authoritarianism, and constitutionalism. All three of these things, the same similar things. First thing that all three of those categories say is, this is the, it's not working, it's not safe, it's broken, it's completely broken, and it won't work anymore. The socialists say, as Bernie Sanders did, you quote from Bernie Sanders a couple of days ago, he said this, that we founded on fairness. Fairness, take a look, listen.
Is that our great country was based on a simple principle.
Simple principle, huh?
Is fairness.
Fairness.
We weren't based on
fairness. Here's your fairness, Mr. Bernie Sanders. And like I said on my radio show last week, hey, it's LHMusicTime on my radio show. Stay away from you, Bernie Sanders. That goes for you too, Hillary. That's my Lenten confession. Now, here's your fairness, all right. What we worked it based on was only created equal, and there was equal justice.
So the constitutionalists and the socialists are actually saying similar things.
Okay?
And I'd say about 40% are saying about similar things. There are some socialists out there, 60% say they want real socialism. They want free stuff. But when it comes to fairness, it's much of the same thing. And that is, I don't care if you're Hillary or not. You should go to jail. I don't care if you're the president of the bank or a bank too big to fail. You should fail. And if there's something wrong, you pay for it and then pay for it in jail
if you broke the law.
There needs to be equal justice no matter who you are. So then they also have these idiots on the socialist side that say something new. They don't even know what it is. Something new. And they're ready to scrap the whole thing.
These are revolutionaries. They're thinking about a brighter future, and they want free stuff.
And they don't
care about the Constitution if nobody taught them the Constitution.
The next one,
this is socialism is dangerous. Because what? If we elect the socialists, we do not recover from it. And yes, we condemn Marcus or something like that. That's best. We become something that is not constitutional and not who we are. And the American experiment is officially over if we elect Bernie Sanders. Here's the next one, libertarian, unitarian. Donald Trump fits in. This is people who are doing this say the system was worked. Plus, they're mad. They want somebody to pay for the mistakes. They're tired of being cracked on. They're tired of being assured of the mistake. They want somebody to pay. And they don't care how it happens. They don't care how it's done, who has to pay, how their work ruined, how destroyed. They want someone. They want revenge. And why is the rhetoric of Donald Trump is catching on to some civic people. I mean, he's taking people apart to his argument. He's saying they're fat cats, stupid, they're real losers. People want revenge. This particular category. They just want their money, they want their peace, they want their America. They don't care, it's all about winning. They want a strong man to take revenge of people. This is extraordinarily dangerous, because as we've seen in the last 8 whole years, look at how much is accepted now in the political system that we would have never accepted under George W. Bush. But because we have this is somebody stepping on our throat, somebody teaching us to hate each other, look how far we come. We're actually consider up Donald Trump. Would it not been considered would not be considered in full 4 or 0-0. Would you agree with that? So if you put the authoritarian, you put that attitude in 4 whole years, you do not recover the civility, what little civility we have left. The American experiment is over. And the strong man is in. And what's worse, this is exactly what Karl Marx predicted. At the end of the American Empire, remember this, the Soviet Union came after. They needed America to go down. Because what? Everywhere else, they fell, but they failed. Because what? They didn't start to disenfranchise people from capitalism. And Marx felt that the only way communism really works is when you have that true green capitalism. the ugliest of the capitalism. Basically, Donald Trump. Anything to win. Just I want the money. Some of that garish, awful, crony capitalism at the head that would make people so sick to their stomachs they wouldn't really no longer want to be involved in capitalism. That's when you feel the call. The revolution after this.
That's authoritarian.
Authoritarianism. But you either go for Donald Trump, you either go to fascism, communism, but I truly believe that.
And
crony capitalism is destroyed for decades afterwards. You don't have to believe me. I ask you to read history. I ask you to do your darn homework. I tell you these things. I usually tell you these things with most of the audience. And definitely all the educated class, making fun of them. I've done this a million times. I'm right probably 80% of the time on these big things when I stand on them. Maybe 100%. I know, because I'm really strict. Socialism, we're no longer become pretty wrong, and it's still coming back. Big 30 centers. They're still coming back. They pick Donald Trump. The last third, last one, constitutional. It used to be A.Hall and Ted Cruz. But there's only one guy left. This is the only one that we as people who believe in the Constitution still believes in the American experience. This is the only one we can pick. You cannot play, well, I don't know if you win. You cannot play that way. Here's why. Socialism leads to the fundamental change that we never recover from. And eventually, I believe, a revolution because of what is coming. People will take other people's money. Authoritarianism with Donald Trump will lead to a revolution. And of course, people would not recover from this. We see the time soon. The status quo leads us to revolution because it will end another 4 years through the collapse of the economy with World War III. ISIS is something that we will not recover from this. Because why? We can lead to more distance. Nothing truly will be solved. Constitutionally, the people would say that this another doesn't work. There is no equal justice anymore. We're not enforcing our laws. We're afraid of reduce the size of the government, reduce the public education in out of our lives, out of our children's lives. Let us take control of our own lives because our future is at stake. This is the only one that doesn't lead to revolutionary if we can get back there. Oh boy. And now, when we come back, we'll talk about the difference between socialism and capitalism. We're not going to talk about this anymore. Milton Friedman, he knows. Milton Friedman is one of the greatest minds for the free market in the history of probably the 20th century, at least. He'll explain the difference between socialism and capitalism when we come back.